and the major flaw observed in this particular system. So I hope you got the correct understanding now. We have provided the wrong information to the LLM, even though it provided us with the right information and is also trying to explain why we need to use Python here. So I hope you found this tutorial interesting, and also these 3 tutorials I suggest you to go through them and you can build your own RAG here. In this video, we'll try to wrap up the RAG in the simplest way possible. So in my first video, we have converted text into embeddings. In the second video, we stored those embeddings into vector database. But today, in this video, this is where everything finally comes alive. In this video, I'll show you how to retrieve the right information, inject it into an LLM, and build a real-time Retrieval-Augmented Generation system, that is RAG. The same technique used by AI chatbots that answer your own data. So now let's try to simply go through the definition of what is RAG here, and I'll practically show you a demo of it. So R stands for retrieval of relevant information. So here the system looks up for the relevant information from an external source, and again the external source might be a database or a PDF file. Over here we consider it like a knowledge base. So we are trying to retrieve the relevant information and try to provide it. And where we are providing it, let us see in the next slide. So the second step here is trying to augment the LLM's input. So what do you mean by augment? It's like improvising the LLM input. So whenever you are trying to provide some input to the LLM, right, we are trying to improvise it by adding some more relevant information that we have in our documents or vector database. So here clearly I will try to narrate you what exactly is happening. You are asking a question to LLM model, that might be a chat GPT or any other. We are trying to provide additional information in terms of documents or database source where we have such a relevant information, and this particular information will help the LLM to understand the question in more efficient way and try to provide us the best answer possible. Now let's try to see the third step, that is generation. And once you provide the updated information, the LLM will generate the response for you. Generating of the response by the LLM is completely depending upon the prompt you provide, right? And here in the RAG model, we try to provide the relevant information additionally to the question raised by the user. So now I'll be clearly explaining you through a live demo. We'll jump onto the Python code and try to see how this thing happened in the real world. Before getting started, I'll be providing these 2 tutorial links in the description section below, and I hope you have gone through them earlier. If not, I strongly suggest you to go through them before getting started with this particular tutorial, because we are trying to do the continuity of those tutorials and you might be well familiar if you have gone through them earlier. So here's the code which we have dealt in the earlier tutorial, and quickly I'll try to run this particular code and show you. So here I tried running this code and we could be able to see like embeddings are stored now, and we have got Java is a great for machine learning. Yes, it was Python. I renamed to Java in the second tutorial. If you have gone through that, you can see this particular change. But again, the question is not relevant here. Programming language is not relevant here, just an example I'm trying to show you. So here what we are doing is we have considered these 3 sentences, and you can consider these 3 sentences as our data. You can add multiple sentences or an entire PDF document as well. Just let me know in the comment section below if you want to embed the entire PDF document. I will try to do a separate video on that for your better understanding. So here, to make it easy for everyone to understand, even for the beginners, I have considered these 3 sentences here and tried to embed them. So here in this video I have clearly explained you how I did that, and I suggest you to go through it to get more info on embeddings. And later we try to iterate through the each sentence and try to store them in our database. And in the second part here I have explained you what is a vector database and how we are storing these particular embeddings into the vector database. And also we have asked the question also like a query in the second part of the video, where we asked which language is great for machine learning. And here you can see, here I have specified Java is great for machine learning, and in the response we have got the same sentence. So there is no improvisation. And the major flaw observed in this particular system, the questions you raised will be answered through the sentences or the data you provided. So it will not improvise, it will not verify, so it will just try to match the relevant answer and try to provide to you. So here you can see we have provided Java is a great for machine learning. It provided us Java is a great for machine learning as an answer. So it might not be relevant, but see how you feed the information and the same information will be provided to you. So it will not process anything in between. So now I hope you understand the actual point what I am trying to explain to you. So here let us try to implement the final step and try to improvise this particular scenario. This particular scenario is called as RAG, and I hope you now got a good clarity. Let me try to implement the final step and then you will get a better understanding. So here we have got the information, and that is in the form of a document. We have got the information. Let us try to read this particular document and try to pick that into the context here. Inside the results we have this document, and again what are these documents, everything I have explained you in previous tutorial. Still you are having a query, just let me know in the comment section below. I will surely try to help you. So we have multiple documents here, and here out of which we are selecting the initial document now. And now let's write the prompt here. So you might be well aware, whenever we are trying to raise or ask a question to the LLM, that would be in terms of a prompt. So let us try to build a prompt now. And here I am adding F here. So in Python you might be well aware like why we are writing F here, because I'm going to use a variable in my prompt, and that variable is this context. So again I'm trying to provide a multi-line prompt here, but now I'll be providing a single prompt, but it will be helpful for you to write multi-line prompt here. So use the context, and again here context is this one which we have specified earlier. Use the context to answer the question. Okay, so we are saying the LLM like use this particular context. So what is this context? Here Java is great for machine learning. This is what the information is available in this particular document. So we are saying LLM use this particular context. And the next step is we need to ask the question here, and the question is which language. So here ends our prompt now. So that's the reason I have specified the multi-line prompt here. Initially we have specified the context and then the question also, and here ends our prompt. And the next thing is we need to get the response. So try to store the response here, and again we are making use of Llama here. So the local models we are trying to use here. In this video I have clearly explained you what is Llama and how to get started with. And now llama.generate, here you need to specify the model again. So what is the model here we are using is the nomic embed model here, and try to specify the prompt. So the prompt here we have specified, right? Let me try to specify the prompt again, prompt here, and finally let us try to print the output. So carefully observe the first output what we got, and now the second output. So I have stored the file now, and also make sure the Llama is currently running on your machine. I can see it is currently running. Let me try to run this code now. So here it is showing us an error, nomic embed text does not support generate. Okay, fine, it does not support generate. Then let's try to go for another model, and I'll be using Amplifyabhi here. Let me try to use this model, and now try to run the code again. So here you can see we have got the first output, Java is great for machine learning. This is the previous output, we got it printed. Now the second one is about to get printed onto the screen here. So we are using a local LLM and it will take some time to process. So that is what the reason. And here we have got the output now. We have got a very big answer now. Here you can see the explanation. Oh dear, so you are asking which magical tongue can do wonders in the creating intelligent. Okay, it provided a lot of information, and finally here you can see Python is quite simply. But again, whenever we are trying to utilize the local LLMs, right, we need to provide a proper training for it. I can just append the prompt here. Make sure the answer is in one or two sentences. Crisp. Let me try to see whether the model will react accordingly. So let me try to run again, because it provided us a very lengthy response. Pick a language that often described, I mean Python. Yes, now it worked perfectly fine. I mean Python, it is saying. It's like teaching turtle to code. So here you can see, right, it is also explaining us how easy it is to learn Python. So I hope you got the correct understanding now. We have provided the wrong information to the LLM, even though it provided us with the right information and is also trying to explain why we need to use Python here. So I hope you found this tutorial interesting, and also these 3 tutorials I suggest you to go through them and you can build your own RAG here. And also here we do have a lot of playlists here on our channel, like N8N here, LangChain. I suggest you to subscribe to our channel and stay updated with the interesting content. And here you can see even our model now got updated with the prompt, and it just provided us in one or two sentences only. That is a crisp output what we specified here. And if you're still having any queries, just let me know in the comment section below. If you like this tutorial, do like, share and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content.